Hello grade 10 students. Today I am going to do Year-End Evaluation 2019, Department of Education, Northwestern Province, Paper 2 now. So you get two parts, Part A and Part B. Each part you get 6 questions, but you have to do only 5 questions. Each question worth 10 marks, and how many minutes you can spend for each question? Maximum 18 minutes. So in this one you have given the volume of the cylinder pi r squared h. And part A, question number 1, 2. So question number 2, quadratic graphs you can ask for a graph paper. Then you get 3, 4, 5. Question number 6. Then part B, question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then last question, question number 12. So let's start to do this paper. Let's do question number 1 in paper 2. This is about rates, and you're asked to find out the watt values and rates percentage values. So let's do it separately. The assessed annual value of a certain business instruction which lies within the limits of a certain urban council is 350,000 rupees. The owner of the institution rents out it for a monthly rent of 8,000 rupees each and takes the annual rent at once. After paying the rates for the first quarter from it, 92,500 was remained. Find the annual rates percentage charged by the urban council. So what's the assessed value? It says instruction which lies within the limits of a certain urban council, 350,000. That's the assessed value. The owner of the institution rents out it for a monthly rent of 8,000 each and takes the annual rent at once. So annual rent at once after paying the rates for the first quarter from it, 92,500 was remained. So we have to find out the annual rates percentage charged by the urban council. So what's the rates per year? Divide by the assessed value. So it says 8,000 is the rent, and for annual value they take at once. So what's the amount getting? Amount as rent 8,000 into 12, because each month monthly rent is 8,000. 8 times 2, 16, 8 times 1, 8 plus 1, 9, 26, 3 zeros. And then after paying the rates for the first quarter, so remaining amount. So what is the rates for a quarter? Rates for quarter is 96,000 minus 92,500. 3,500 rupees. That's for quarter. So what's the annual? Annual rates? You have to multiply by 4. 3,500 multiplied by 4. 14,000 rupees. So 14,000 is the annual rates. You need the percentage charge. Percentage rates is equal to, you are paying 14,000 rupees for 350,000. 350,000 rupees into 100%. 3 zeros get cancelled out. 1 0 with this one. 7 times 2, 7 times 5. 5 and 10, you get 2, 2 times 2, 4%. So that's the percentage rates. So how many marks for this one? You are getting 6 marks for that. 2 marks for this and 2 marks for finding 3,500 and 2 marks for this. So altogether 6 marks for that. Part 2. He buys material for repairing the house. He spent 60% of the above remained amount for the materials and VAT. If the VAT percentage is 15%, find the amount spent for repairing the house. So it says he spent 60% of the above remained amount for the materials and VAT. So what's the remained amount? 92,500. From that you can find out 92,500, 60% for materials and VAT, both. And if the VAT percentage is 15%, find the amount spent for repairing the house. So you have to subtract the value. So here materials and VAT all together, 6 times 0, 6 times 5, 30, 6 times 2, 8, 12, plus 3, 15, 6 times 9, 54, plus 1, 55. So this is for both materials and VAT. So this is the amount spent for repairing the house with the VAT, everything. Now in part B, they ask find the value of the bill without the VAT. So what's the bill then? 55,500 into what? 100 minus 15 is 15% VAT. So you get 85% of other part. So 85% you have to calculate without VAT, only the bill amount. So 2 zeros, so you need to multiply by 555 by 85. 80 and 5, 44, 44. 5 times 5, 25, 27, 27. Add it together, you get 47,175 is the bill amount without the tax. So we'll see how many marks for that. You are getting 2 marks here. 2 marks for this part. So 2 and 2, 4 and 6, 10 marks for that question. Let's do question number 2. That's about quadratic graphs. So you have to find out the value here, draw the graph and answer the following questions. An incomplete values of table prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals 5 minus x squared is given below. Find the value of y when x equals 0. So substitute y equals 5 minus x squared, x is 0. You get 5. So that means this value is 5. Using the graph, you have to answer the questions. What's the scale? Find the value of when x equals 0. Draw the graph of the above function using the scale of 10 small divisions as 1 unit along both x and y axis. So starting with minus 3. Minus 3, we'll start from here. Minus 2, minus 1, 0. Okay, so that means we can mark the y-axis here. Then what's the maximum y value? That's positive 5. So we can start from 5 here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now we can draw the x-axis. Now mark the other points. 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So that's the graph. Scale is this way 0.1 and this way 0.1 because 10 squares 1 unit, 1 over 10. So we'll label y and x. Now we'll mark the points. Minus 3, minus 4. Minus 2, 1. Minus 1, 4. 0, 5. 1, 4. 2, 1. 3, minus 4. Now you can connect the points. So only the edges, the corner points, I can mark with the ruler, and the other points I have to smoothly connect. I'll start from here and try to connect this one and here. This is the graph. Now we'll try to answer the questions. Write the coordinates of the vertex point when x equals, this is 0, 0, y equals 5. Coordinates, so 0, 5. Write the range of values of x for which the function increases positively. Increases this way, positively means here to here. So here x equals 0, here minus 2.2. So you can say x is in between minus 2.2 and 0. That's increasing positively. When the above graph is moving 2 units down the y-axis, write the equation of the graph obtained. So y equals 5 minus x squared. When it moves down, the y values also moving down. Subtract 2. 5 minus 2, that becomes 3. The new equation becomes 3 minus x squared. So how many marks? So you are getting 1 mark here and 3 marks for the graph. 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points, and 1 mark for connecting the points smoothly. 0, 5, you are getting 2 marks. And minus 2.2 and 0, 2 marks. And the final one, 3 minus x squared, 2 marks. So let's see whether you get 10 marks. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for this question. Question number 3. This is about solving equation, and then first part is algebraic fraction. So that's also linear equation, linear or quadratic. Quadratic equation. Okay, so what's the first step? Find the lowest common multiple of x minus 5 and x. So you get x and x minus 5. Then you multiply the first fraction by x, 2x. The other one you have to multiply by x minus 5, 3 with x minus 5. It's equal to 0. Open brackets. 3 times x minus 3x here. 3 times minus into minus plus 3 times 5, 15 is equal to, here what happens here? When you multiply by 0, it gets cancelled out and you get just a linear equation. That's 0. So 2x minus 3x is minus x plus 15 is equal to 0. Take minus x to the other side. X becomes 15. That's easy one. Not a quadratic equation you are getting. So how many marks for that? According to the marking scheme, you are getting 4 marks for that. 4 marks. Part B. it says a certain amount of vessels with the volume of 50 milliliters and 75 milliliters are completely filled using 6 liters of water. The number of vessels with 50 milliliter volume is 70, greater than the number of vessels with 75 milliliters volume. By taking the number of vessels with 75 milliliter volume as X, you have to write down 70 milliliter volume is, that's number of vessels is X. And the number of vessels for 50 milliliter volume, that's Y. Build up two simultaneous equations and by solving them, find the number of vessels with 75 milliliter volume and 50 milliliter volume separately. So find X and Y. So you have to write down two equations. What's the first one? It says the total is 6 liters of water. So milliliters and 6 liters. 6 we can convert to milliliters. How you do that? Multiply by 1000. So we can say the total volume of water 75x plus 50y, it's equal to 6000. Divide the whole thing by 25. 3x, 2y, 25 times 2, 50, for 100, that's 4, 240. That's our first equation. Now what's the second equation? Read the question. The number of vessels with 50 milliliter volume is 70 greater than the number of vessels with 75 milliliter volume. So 75 milliliter volume is this one, X. That one is greater. So 70 greater than this. Which one is bigger? It says number of vessels with 50 milliliter volume is 70 greater. So this is bigger. Y minus X. So the difference is 70. So Y minus X. I'll write this way in order. X first and Y second is 70. That's our second equation. Now we'll try to solve. Coefficients are not equal, so you have to make it equal. Shall we multiply this by 2? Second one multiplied by 2 in order to get the same coefficient of Y. Minus 2x plus 2y equals 140. That's our third equation. When you add it, 1 and, not add it, you subtract 1 and 2, 1 and 3. Because same sign, you have to subtract to get rid of that. So 3x minus 2x becomes plus 2x. 240 minus 140. So you get 100. 5x equals 100. So what is x? Divide by 5. X becomes 20. So x 20. So what is y? Take the second equation and find out y value. Y equals 70 plus x plus 20. That's 90. So what is x means? 75 milliliter. 75 milliliter vessels, you get 20. 50 milliliter vessels, you get 90. Let's give marks. It's given y equals 90, x equals 20. So 6 marks for that. So 2 marks for creating the two equations. And finding x value 2 marks. Finding y value 2 marks. So altogether 6 marks, and previously we gave 4 marks. So 10 marks for that question. Question number 4. This is the statistics question, and you have to find out modal class, mean number, So let's do that. The following table has been prepared using the number of beads collected by 50 students in a game of collecting beads held in a certain preschool. How much can be the minimum number of beads collected by the winning students? So minimum number, we need to find the modal class of this distribution and then find the mean. So let's do the first part. What's the minimum number of beads collected by the winning students? So we need to find out the minimum number of beads collected by the winning student. Now see, last one. That's only one there. So this is the winning student is there. So what's the minimum number here? The maximum is 62 or less than that. What's the minimum? That's 54. So 54 is the minimum number for the winning student. Find the modal class of this distribution, one which has the highest frequency, 13. So that's the modal class, 27 to 35. So you get 1 mark each. Using a suitable assumed mean or any other method, find the mean number of beads collected by a student to the nearest whole number. So we can find out the mean using any method, either assumed mean method or other way around. So I'll use the normal way of finding. So this is number of students. And you need mid value, f and fx. 0 to 8, 9 to 17, 18 to 26, 27 to 35, 36 to 44, 45 to 53, 54 to 62. Frequencies 5, 7, 10, 13, 12, 2, 1, and it says how many students? In the question it was there. 50 students are there. So this total is 50. How we find out the mid value? We add and divide by 2. These are class limits. Either class limits or class boundaries, we add and divide by 2. So 0 plus 8 divided by 2, 4. 9 plus 17 divided by 2, 26 divided by 2, 13. So that means you are adding how much? 5, not 5, 4. 4 to the lower value. Add 4 to 18, 22. 27 plus 4, 31. 36 plus 4, 40. 45 plus 4, 49. 58. Now we have to multiply. 4 times 5, 20. 7 times 3, 21. 7 plus 2, 9. 220. This one, 13 times 1, 13. 1 remaining. 13 times 3, 39. Plus 1, 40. 12 times 4, 48. And 0 there. 2 times 9, 18. 2 times 4, 8. Plus 1, 9. And 58 times 1, 58. Now we'll calculate the total. 16, 19, 20. 2 there. 4. 9 plus 4, 13. 15. 15, 20, 29, 30, 37. 3 remaining. 5 and 8, 13. So how you find out the mean? Mean is straight away sigma fx over sigma f. Total fx column. 1370. Divide by 50. 0 get cancel out. You get 5 times 2. 10 for 37. 5 times 7. 35. For 20, that's 4. 27.4. So this is about number of beads. So we have to round it to the whole number, nearest whole number. So we can say 27 is the mean number of beads collected by a student. So how many marks for that one? 6 marks. Mid value is 1 mark. And FX column, 1 mark here, 1 mark for the total. And then that's 3. And here for the method 4 and the value 5 and rounding the value 1 mark. Total is 6. So let's do the next one. Write the number of students who collected less number of beads than the mean number of beads as a percentage of total number of students. So mean we found 27. So 27 is here. So below that, how many students who collected less number? 12, 10, 22. So 22 students are there out of 50. That's collected less than the mean number of beads. As a percentage, you multiply by 100%. So 50 times 2, 2 into 22, 44%. So you get 2 marks for that. So we gave all together 10 marks for that question. Question number 5, this is about area. So let's do that. In the rectangle ABCD, the midpoint of DC is O. DO is X. BC is X minus 2. If the area of the trapezium ABCO is 180 square centimeters. 180 square centimeters is this area. Build up a quadratic equation for the area of the trapezium and by solving it, find the area of the triangle AOD. So we'll create an equation. So what's AB length? 2x. OC is x. So area of the trapezium, half length of 2 parallel lines, x and 2x, into perpendicular height, x minus 2. That's equal to 180. So here we can simplify this. Half x and 2x addition is 3x. X minus 2 equals 180. Now multiply the whole equation by 2. You get 3x, x minus 2 equals 2 times 180, 360. Now we can divide by 3, both sides. 3 get cancelled out, you get x and x minus 2 is equal to 120. Now expand brackets. X squared minus 2x is 120. So take all terms to one side. X squared minus 2x minus 120 is equal to 0. That's the quadratic equation. Now you have to solve it and find the area of the triangle. So how you factorize this? What are the factors of minus 120x squared? That means the difference is equal to minus 2. 10 and 12. 10 and 12, but middle term is negative, means negative 12 and plus 10. Split the middle term to plus 10x and minus 12x. Take 2 at a time and factorize. Take x out, you get x plus 10. Here you can take minus 12 out, x plus 10. So x plus 10 is common, take it out, and remaining part is x minus 12. Now 2 factors is equal to 0. Either this is equal to 0 or x minus 12 is equal to 0. So what are the solutions? Either x is minus 10 or x equals 12. Can you get a negative answer? You can't take a negative answer. Why? X means the length. Length cannot be negative. So you take only the positive answer. So x is 12. So this is the length, so we can say 12 centimeters. But now we need the area of AOD triangle. AOD triangle. What's the area? Half into x into x minus 2. But we found x is 12. Half into 12. 12 minus 2, that's 10. So 2 times 6, 6 times 10, that's 60 square centimeters is the area of the triangle AOD. So you get 10 marks for the whole question. Let's see how we can divide the marks. We can give 1 mark for writing down the equation here. And then another 1 mark for this one. And then multiply by 3 here. Everything up to this point. Another 2 marks I can give. So up to this point. Creating the quadratic equation, I can give 2 marks. So altogether 4 marks for the quadratic equation. Then factorizing this one, you get 2 marks up to this point. And then finding x values, 2 marks. And finally finding the area of AOD, 2 marks. So altogether 10 marks given. So let's take the 6th question. 6th question is about scale diagrams. So we'll do that one now. PQ is a vertical post erected on a level horizontal ground. Suppose who's standing on point A in the level ground observes a bird on the top of the post with the angle of elevation 55. So that means this angle 55. From that place, Supun moves to the point B, which is 12 meters away from point A. 12 meters away from point A, and again observes a bird on the top of the post with the angle of elevation now 25 degrees. This angle is 25 given now. Copy the given rough diagram in your answer script and include the above information in it. Neglect Supun's height. Taking the scale of 1 centimeter is 2 meters, draw the scale diagram and find the height of the vertical post PQ. So 1 centimeter is 2 meters, means we need 12 meters. So 12 divided by 2, you need 6 centimeter length. Now we'll draw the scale diagram. First thing you can do, you can take the ruler and you can draw the line segment first. So we'll draw it here. So what's the length? B to A 12 meters. That means 6 centimeters from here. So 6 centimeters from here. And then you can use protractor to measure 25 degrees from here. 25 from this point, 10, 20, 25. And then we can draw the line there. And here is the point B, this is A. Now to A, you can measure 55. 55 from here. So this is this point. Now you can join this point and this value. So that one meets here. So that's the height of the building. So we'll extend this line. This line will extend. And we'll take the set square and draw the perpendicular line. Otherwise you can't draw a perpendicular line properly. So we'll keep it on top of this one. Yeah, and we have to draw the line. That's the height of the building. Now draw the line. This is the height of the building. What's the height? 4 centimeters. P, Q. And we found out this is 4 centimeter. And we marked this is 55. This is 25. And this is 6 centimeter length. Now they are asking what's the height of the vertical post. Actual height we need to find. 4 centimeter height we observed from the scale diagram. So actual height is 4 into 2. That's in meters. So 8 meters is the actual height of the PQ post. So let's see how many marks. So you are getting marks to mark on this diagram as well. 2 marks for showing all this information. And for the scale diagram, 3 marks. And then to get the measurement, scale measurement 1 mark, that's 4 centimeters, and then convert to the actual one, that's 1 mark. See how many marks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the second part now. So the third part, find the distance from the foot of the post to the point B. Foot of the post to point B, this whole length. So we can use the scale diagram for that. So this whole distance. So this is 6 and we can find out using the ruler. Eight point 8.5. 8.5 is the whole thing. Now they asked to find out 8.5. So they asked to find the distance from the foot of the post to point B. So that's 8.5 centimeters multiplied by 2, because this is a scale diagram. 2 times 5, 10. 2 times 8, 16 plus 1, 17 meters is there here to here. Supun moves 8 meters towards the post from B and reaches to the point C. represent the angle of depression of the point C from the point Q in the scale diagram and show that it is greater than 40. So we have to again use the scale diagram. Supun moves 8 meters towards the post from B. 8 meters. So we can take the ruler and see what's the distance. 8 meters means 4 centimeters. So 8 meters divided by 2, 4 centimeters we have to take from B. That means here. And if you draw the angle here to here, you have to measure it and show that it's more than 40 degrees, I think. Yeah, it's 41. According to that, 41 degrees is the angle of elevation here. So let's look at the question now. Supun moves 8 meters means 4 centimeters towards the post from B and reaches to the point C. Represent the angle of depression of the point C from the point Q in the scale diagram and show that it is greater than 40. So we found out that's 41, greater than 40. So angle of depression actually same as this one. So this is, if you draw the horizontal line, this angle is same as this angle we measured. So we found this is 41 degrees. So actually this is point C. So we can refer back to that question and say the angle of depression is 41 degrees. So that's more than 40. So let's see how many marks for that you are getting. One mark for this, and here 41 is greater than, so 2 marks for this one. So altogether we gave 10 marks for this question. Let's take question number 7 in part B. This is about number patterns. Let's do that. So it says, the following figure represents how a frog in point A reaches to prey in point B along a linear path. So there's a butterfly. The frog reaches to the prey by leaping 50 centimeters in the first leap, 45 in the second leap, and 40 centimeters in the third leap, etc. Show that the distance leaped by the frog in each leaps are lying in an arithmetic progression. So we have to check whether the common difference is the same. So let's see. Okay, so how you find out the common difference? Take any term minus the previous term. So you get minus 5. We'll take the other one also. 40 minus 45. That's also minus 5. So that means same common difference. So it's a arithmetic progression. So it's an arithmetic progression. Using the formula, find the distance leaped by the frog in 7th leap. So we know if it's arithmetic progression, you can write nth term as a plus n minus 1d. D is the common difference and a is the first term. Now we need 7th term, T7. So what's the value? A is 50 centimeters. That's 50 in minus 1. 7 minus 1, 6. into minus 5. 50 plus into minus, minus 6 times 5, 30. 50 minus 30, you get 20. So how many marks for that? So you are getting 1 mark for showing this is an arithmetic progression, and you get 3 marks to find out this answer. So we'll write this is in centimeters because this is about the distance. Let's take the next part. As above, if the frog reaches in 9 leaps to the prey, find the distance between A and B. So 9 leaps. So that means n is 9. And we know the first term is 50 and the common difference is minus 5. So it says the total distance. A to B means the total distance traveled. So what's the formula? You have to use the total formula, SN formula. Now which one we can use? Do we know the last term? We don't know the last term. So we can use the sum formula using A and D. 2A plus n minus 1D. If you know the first and the last, you can use A plus L formula. Now we'll use that. S9 we need. 9 divided by 2. 2 times 50. 9 minus 1, 8 into minus 5. So you get 2 times 50, 100. First 9 over 2. 100 minus 8 times 5, 40. So you get 100 minus 40. 60. 2 times 30, 60. 30 times 9. 270 is the answer. That means the total distance is 270 centimeters. After taking the prey, if the frog again reaches to the point A along the same route with 10 equal leaps, find the distance of frog's 1 leap. So equally divided now, 270 centimeters. So what is the distance of 1 leap? 270 centimeters divided by 10. 10 equal leaps. So you get 27 centimeter is 1 leap. How many marks for that? So finding S9, you are getting 4 marks. And last part, you get 2. So let's see how many marks altogether. 4 plus 2, 6, and 4, 10 marks for that question. So let's take the next one, 8th one. It's about volume. And you have to use the logarithmic table as well. A right circular solid cylinder of base radius r and height x is made out of the metal obtained by melting a solid metal cuboid with length, breadth and height 44, x and 14 centimeters respectively. So from this created the cylindrical shape. And this is without any wastage of metal. Find the radius of the cylinder. So that means the volume of this is same as volume of the cylinder. So we can equate. So volume of the cuboid 44 centimeters and then x into 40. That's equal to volume of the cylinder. Pi 22 over 7 r squared. Height is x. Now we need to find out the radius, r squared. So what is r squared? 7 times 44, x and 14, divide by 22 and x. X term get cancelled out. 22 times 2, 44. Then you get 7 times 2, 14. 14 times 14. You get 14 squared is r squared. Both you get square term. So you can equate the bases. R equals 14 centimeters. So how many marks for that one? You are getting 5 marks for that. 14 centimeters. 5 marks. Let's take the next part. Find the value using the logarithmic tables. So you have to use the log tables. So first we'll take this one as r, or we'll take any letter. I'll take x. 784.3 divide by 62.3 into 8.4. So first you have to take log both sides. Log of x is equal to log of 784.3. Then division becomes subtraction. Log of 62.3, and this is also division, minus log of 8.4. Now, when you write in standard notation, what can you write? What's the log value comes? You get 2 point something. Here 1 point something, and here 0 point something. Now we have to refer the table, log tables, and see. So let's refer that. We need to use 7843. Second table, 78, 4 and 3. 3 is, you are adding 3, 78, 4. So 89, 46. 89, 46. Now 62, 3. 62, 3. Again, refer the table. 62, 3. 62, 3 is 79, 45. 79, 45. And 84, 0. 84, 0. 92, 43. 92, 43. Now what you have to do? You can first add these two and subtract from this. 1.7945 and 0.9243. We'll add it because both minus. 8, 1, 17, 2. Now we have to subtract that value from this one. So 2.8946 minus 2.7188. Subtract 8 and 5, 7, and here what's the value? 1. And 2 minus 2, 0. So we have to find out the anti-log value of 0.1758. So let's see, 1758. 1758. 32 is there. 58 minus 32, you need another 26. 1758. So another 26. So that's, we can take 8. 1498. 1498, and this is 0 point something. So that means we have to keep the decimal point here. So what's the answer? 1.498. So how many marks for this one? You are getting 5 marks. So taking log, 1 mark. And the values, this one. So we'll give 2 marks for that. So 3, taking the anti-log value 4 and the final answer 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks for that. So earlier we gave 5 and this 5, 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 9. You have to use the compass and the ruler. Construct a circle of radius 5 cm and name its center as O. So what you have to do, you have to take the ruler and the compass. So we have to measure 5 cm length. So 5 cm length and draw the circle. So I'll take it here. Drop the circle and it says name the center as O. Construct the chord AB of 6 cm and construct a perpendicular to AB from O. So we need again the compass to measure 6 cm length. So you can draw any chord, but the length is 6 centimeters. So 6 centimeter length. And you can keep on the circle and you can mark one point like this and again keep it on the other point and draw the other arc. So you can label it as A and B here. So you have to draw the chord AB. I can label this one is A, this one is B. So this is 6 centimeter length. Now you have to draw a perpendicular to AB from O. So how you draw a perpendicular? You have to take the compass. So take any distance from O and see where it cuts the AB line. So here one point is here. What's the other point? This one. Then you take those 2 points, intersecting points, and then you can draw the other arc. This one and keep it here and draw the other arc. So this one. Now you can connect the point O with this one. That's the perpendicular from O to AB chord. And then part 3, construct the chord XY such that 7 centimeters away from AB and parallel to AB. So another chord that's 7 centimeters away. So we'll first extend this line. And now we'll take 7 centimeter length from the ruler and the compass. We need 7 centimeters. So 7 centimeters away from AB. So we'll keep on top of this point and mark the 7 centimeter length. So this is 7 centimeter length. Now we have to draw a parallel line to AB. So if we can draw a perpendicular line, because we drew the perpendicular from O to AB. So that means this is perpendicular. So 90 degrees. So we'll draw a perpendicular line to that. So take the compass, take any length this way. Draw an arc here, arc on the other side and take a longer distance. Keep here Draw an arc here and another arc here. Now we have the intersecting point and we can connect this one with the ruler. That's the XY chord. This is parallel to AB and 7 centimeters away from that. So this is the O point. So that's the third part. Then it says, construct the triangle ABC such that BAC is 60 degrees. So you have to draw a line that the angle of A is 60 degrees and the point C lies on XY. Then measure and write the length of AC. So let's do that. So you have to construct 60-degree angle to A. Take any distance, small distance, and you can draw an arc here and you have to take the same distance. And then you can draw an arc again, keep it here and draw the other arc. So we have the 60-degree angle. So we use the property of equilateral triangle. So when you extend that, it meets the XY line at C. So this is the C point and this is 60 degrees. And you have to measure AC. So first we'll connect AC and you have to complete the triangle ABC. So this is ABC. What's the length of AC? Here too. This length. So we'll measure it using the ruler. That's 8 centimeters. So 8 centimeters. AC length is 8 centimeters. So we can write just 8 centimeters there. So that's all. So we have to give marks now. So how many marks? So you are getting, drawing the circle 1 mark and marking the center 1 mark. So 2 marks for that. Then the second part, drawing the chord 1 mark and drawing the perpendicular, you get 2 marks. And for the third part, for construction, that's 7 centimeters away from AB and parallel to AB, that one you are getting 2 marks. And the fourth part, you are getting 3 marks. Construct the angle 1 mark, triangle complete 1 mark, measuring AC and writing down 1 mark. So see whether we gave 10 marks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 marks for that whole question. Question number 10. So you have to prove all these. So let's do separately. Show that T is the midpoint of PR. But we have to read the question. In the given diagram, SQRU is a parallelogram. That means this one is parallel to this one. This line is parallel to this one. It's a parallelogram. And opposite sides are equal. PQR is an isosceles triangle such that PR is RQ. So that means this angle and this angle both are equal. The midpoint of PQ is S, already marked. Now we'll do the next part. So I'll mark all these. Parallel and equal. Show that T is the midpoint of PR. So let's take PST triangle and URT triangle. URT. What do you know about those two triangles? We know this length is equal to this one. So this is equal to this one. So same length because this is the midpoint. S is the midpoint. So you can write PS is equal to SQ. SQ is equal to UR. So therefore, PS is equal to UR. Now we have to show another angle is equal. Now look at carefully, these two lines are parallel. So this angle is equal to this angle. Alternate angles are equal. So we can write SPT angle is equal to TRU angle. Alternate angles. And also you can either write this angle is equal to this or this is equal to this. Again, alternate angles. So we'll take these two angles. These are equal because of opposite angles. PTS angle is equal to UTR angle, opposite angles. So now we have two angles and one side. Two angles and one side, that means the two triangles are congruent. PST triangle is congruent to TRU triangle. What's the case? Angle, angle, side. Now we can say corresponding elements are equal. So opposite to this angle is PT. PT is equal to, opposite to this angle is TR. So PT is equal to TR. That means T is the midpoint. T is midpoint of PR. Now here we have to write down why these are equal. Corresponding elements. Let's do the next one. Show that PSRU is a parallelogram. So we'll connect that. So easily you can say this one is equal to this one and parallel. A pair of opposite sides equal and parallel, we can say that's a parallelogram. So let's write. We know that PS is equal to UR. PS is parallel to UR. Pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. PSRU is a parallelogram. So how many marks for these two parts? So you are getting 4 marks for the proof. So 3 marks for showing the two triangles are congruent and 1 mark for finding this one. So 4 marks for that. And then this part just 2 marks. So 4 and 2, 6 marks altogether. So let's take the next one. Find the value of SRU. SRU. So we have to connect this one and see. We have to find out this angle. SRU angle. So what are the things we found? We found out this length is equal to this one, and these are parallel. These are also parallel because it's a parallelogram. Now anyway, this one is parallel to this one. We'll take these two triangles, so we know that these are equal, and then we found out this is equal to this, and this angle is equal to this one. So we'll take PSR triangle, PSR triangle and QSR triangle. What can you say? PS is equal to SQ. It's already given. And we know that PR is equal to QR. That's also given. And SR is common. What can you say all this? All three sides are equal. So that means PSR is congruent to QSR triangle because of SSS case. Side, side, side. Corresponding sides are equal. If the two triangles are congruent, this angle is equal to this angle. That means corresponding elements are equal. So we can write QSR angle is equal to PSR angle. Corresponding elements. Corresponding elements are equal. But we know that's a straight line. So this whole angle is 180. So we'll put x here. This is x. So that means 2x equals 180. X becomes 180 divided by 2. That's 90 degrees. This angle is 90. Then what about this angle? We found that this is a parallelogram, opposite angles, like not opposite here, allied angles. Interior angles means we call allied angles add up to 180 because those two are parallel. So we can say PSR and URS both are 180. So what's the angle we need? SRU. So SRU angle is 180 minus 90. That's also 90. So this angle is also 90 degrees. So the value is 90. Then the last part, it says write the special name that can be identified PSRU. So this is 90. This is 90. So all these angles are 90 degrees because of parallel lines. So that's a parallelogram. We found out 90 degree angle. So that's a rectangle. So PSRU is a rectangle. As angles are 90 degrees. So let's see how many marks. So part 3, you get 3 marks for that, finding the angle 90 everything 3 marks. And then the last part you are getting just 1 mark. Writing the name of the quadrilateral, that's a rectangle. So 4 here and we gave 6. So altogether 10 marks. Let's take question number 12. That's also about finding angles, and there's a small part to find out PQ is equal to RS. So from this you have to find BOC angle. BOC angle. So nothing mentioned about that. We'll read the question. AB is a diameter. So O is the center. Diameter with a circle with center O. The chord CD intersects AB at P as shown in the figure. According to the given information, you are asked to find out these values. BOC. BOC is this angle. So easily you can find out. Need this angle. So easily you can find out that. What's the angle? 70 degrees. Because of opposite angles. BDC. This angle. So we found this is 70. Now see, to BC arc, this is the angle subtended on the circumference. This is the angle subtended at the center. So what's the relationship? That's half of that. So you can write BDC is 70 divided by 2. That's 35 degrees. So you can write that's the angle subtended on the circumference. ACB. That's easy. We know AB is the diameter. So what is this angle? That's 90 degrees. So you can write 90 degrees because of semicircle angle. Let's do part 4 now. ABD. ABD. This angle you need to find out now. So that's easy. What do you know about this line and this one? So the line connecting with the center and the midpoint of the chord, because these two lengths are equal, this is perpendicular. That's 90 degrees. So easily you can find out. We found out this is 35. Half of that. So 90 minus 35 is ABD. 90 minus 35. So what's that? 55 degrees. So we can write down radius is perpendicular to the chord. That's the reason. Then the next one, OCP. OCP, this angle. That's also easy. This is 90 degrees. So 90 minus 70. So 90 minus 70, that's 20 degrees because of angle sum of a triangle. 70 plus 20, 90, 90, 90, 180. So how many marks for that? 70, 1 mark. 35, 1 mark. 90 degrees, 1 mark. 55, 1. And 20 degrees, 1 mark. So 5 marks for this part. Let's do the next one. The chords PQ and RS intersect at O. If PO is equal to RO, that's given, show that PQ is equal to PQ is equal to RS. Now, what you know about this? So, these two angles are equal. And what can you say about this angle and this angle with PS arc? Same segment angles are equal. And what else? This way. If you take QR as the arc, same segment angles are equal. So that's also equal. And what you know about this triangle? OPR triangle is an isosceles triangle. This is an isosceles triangle because OR is equal to OP given. Then what can you say about this angle and this angle? Both are equal. So you can write ORP angle is same as RPO angle because of isosceles triangle. But we know this angle and this angle both are the same. That's also X. And this is X, this is also X. Same segment angle. So we'll write down that. So we can write RPO angle is same as RSQ. Same segment angles. So that's also X. And other way around, PRO. PRO angle is OQS. Same segment angles. Now we can see these two angles are equal. So you can say OQS angle is same as OSQ angle because of this. So therefore, OQS is an isosceles triangle. Then we can say OQ is equal to OS. That's our first equation. OQ is equal to OS. But we know PO is equal to OR. That's given. That's our second equation. Now we'll add these two. What happens when you add 1 plus 2? PO plus OQ OS, and or we can write SO plus OR. What's that? PQ is equal to SR. PQ, PO plus OQ, PQ, SO plus OR, SR. So PQ equals RS or SR. So that's what we need to show. So how many marks for that part? You are getting 5 marks. So you are getting 4 marks for showing all these up to here and then adding the 2 equations and finding this 1 mark. So 5 marks altogether. So this 5 and previous 5 marks, 10 marks for that question. Question number 12. That's the last question in this paper. That's about Venn diagrams. In a certain sports training pool, there are 40 players. Out of them, so that means 40 is here. 40 players are there. Out of them, 23 are trained for team games. So team games is there. So how many? 23. And 16 are trained for running games. So running games is this. So that's 16. 14 players are trained for other games except the above 2 games. So not these 2. So outside the 2 circles. Copy the given Venn diagram onto your answer sheet. Include the above information. Find the number of players of who trained both groups, team and running game. So this one. We'll put X there. The total is 23. This is X. So what is this part? 23 minus X. You have to subtract. The whole circle is 16. This is X. 16 minus X. Now we know when you add all these regions, you get 40. So we can make an equation and solve X. If you don't like that, you can just covering up the spaces, you can find out that 40 minus 14 and 23 plus 16, subtract that value, you get the X value. So we'll use this method today. 23 minus X plus 16 minus X plus 14 is equal to 40. X and X get cancelled out. 23, 16, 14. 16 and 14, you get 30. 30 plus 23, 53. 53 minus X is 40. So what is X? X is 53 minus 40. I took X to this side and 40 to the other side. So you get 13 is X. So that means middle part you get 13. This is 13. If this is 13, so 23 minus 13, that's 10. 16 minus 13, that's 3. So you can find out the other numbers. Let's give marks. So you are getting 4 marks for showing all these values. 10, 13, 3. So 4 marks for this diagram. And finding 13, 1 mark. Find N, A intersection B. So A is this and this is B. That's running games. This is team games. A intersection B dash. So this region. So what are the numbers? 13 here. This is 10. This is 3. And this is 40. So what is this region? B dash, close B, and inside A, that's 10. So you are getting 10 as this value, number of elements. Then the last part, due to an injury, 3 players who trained only running games. So this one, only running games, left the pool. So now there's no part here. So that means B circle is fully inside A. Draw a Venn diagram to represent the remaining players and include the information on it. Now we can draw again. We'll draw the rectangle first. And then we need 2 circles. One is big and one is small. So what are those? So this one is the team game. That's A. Team games. And this small circle now becomes the running games. That's B. Now everything, now this part left now. So these three students left. So 13 there. So this is 30. Then 14 is already there. Altogether now 37. 40 minus 3. 37. So how you take this one? So this is altogether 23. So 13, this is 10. So that's all. So how many marks for last two steps? You are getting 10. For 10, you are getting 2 marks, identifying it properly. And 37, 10, 13, 14, that's 3 marks. So 3, 2, 5, 6 and 4, 10 marks for that question. So we covered all questions in paper 2. So make sure that you do the questions, all questions within 3 hours, and then watch my video to check your answers.